Hi, I'd like to read you another book about spring and farming. This one is called Haystack, and I got it from my library. Libraries are a great place to go. This is from the Burnham Library in Colchester, Vermont. Colchester is the town where my house is, and Vermont is the state that we live in. And this is called Haystack. I'm going to scooch over a little bit so that you can see the pictures. In a time not so long ago, before machines made hay in convenient bundles, haystacks stood high, long, and wide on the prairie. Across the prairie spring, the grass grew tall. See the grass growing? When the grass in the hayfield was ready, the farmer hooked the mower to the tractor and cut swath after swath around the field. After drying, the grass was rolled into windrows with a hay rake. The hydraulic lift with its hay basket was attached to the tractor, and the windrows were branched into piles. See that? Pile after pile was brought to the center of the field where a frame was built for the haystack. The haystack grew quickly. Everyone in the family helped. The hay was spread evenly with pitchforks. As the haystack grew higher, Tromping packed the hay so that the whole field would fit. Look at them, they're climbing on top and tromping it down. There was time to rest while waiting for the loads of hay. When the last hay from the field was collected, the haystack was done. It was a very large stack of hay. It would feed the cattle for the rest of the year. Lightning, thunderstorms threatened the haystack. If hit by lightning, the stack could catch fire and burn to the ground. On hot days, the haystack is shaded from the cattle from the sun. The cattle ate as far as they could reach. Then the hay was pitched down to them. Before winter, the frame was removed. Now the cattle could reach the hay. They stayed close to the haystack through the winter. They were protected from the cold winter wind, and they had food whenever they wanted. See all the little cattle in there underneath. Now, near the end of winter, when it was time for the calves to be born, the cattle were herded to another field. The pigs and their piglets were moved to the hayfield. Now they had the field to run in, and they had the food from the haystack. The haystack was a place to feed and a place to rest. Look, it's like a little cave. After some weeks, the cattle and the new calves were herded back into the hayfield. They shared the last of the hay with the pigs. After months of feeding and sheltering the livestock, all that was left of the haystack was a heap of manure, which means it's kind of like compost. The manure was pitched into the spreader and spread over the field into the food for the grass. And the grass grew tall in preparation for the cycle to begin again. So the grass that's growing new is going to make the new hay for the next year. And that's Haystack. All right, I will see you soon. Bye.